What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Back at you with another one. So today I want to talk about Steph Curry with a 2-point game versus Memphis, right? Like when I heard the box score, I didn't even think that was real, right? Like I thought that was like somebody made that up. Like 2 points, bro. Like I know they got blew out or whatever, but I just don't ever see Steph with 2 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got two, maybe like the lowest I can see, maybe somewhere in the mid-teens on a blowout game, but 2 points? And then when I was looking at the box score, I'm like, he only shot the ball 7 times. Like, 7? Listen, especially when Schroeder shot 12, Kuminga shot 12, Pozinski shot 13. Listen, should nobody be shooting the ball on that team more than Stephen Curry? I'm sorry. Should nobody be taking more shots than Steph Curry on that team? He need to be taking like 25 shots a night. You know what I'm saying? At least. Like, on that team, yeah, this is not balanced. Right? Their team is not balanced. It's Steph and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, he need to be shooting that thing 25 times a night, minimum. So, yeah, man, I guess, I don't know. Like, I guess Memphis had him in a blanket and he wasn't being aggressive. Because his over-under was, he had the worst plus-minus on the team. He had a 41, a minus 41. So, yes, Steph, he don't really have too many stinkers. No, he didn't have the worst. Draymond had the worst with 42. Draymond had the worst, 42. Okay, I'm wrong, my bad. But either way, right? Like Steph normally don't have stinkers like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. This team just not good, right? Like the beginning of the season, they kind of gave a little false hope because they kind of started good. But you know how like teams don't know what they are yet, so sometimes the teams that's gonna be bad might overachieve. You know what I'm saying? And then everything kind of settle out to what it is. And I feel like they settle into what they really are because, like, you know, Steph older now. What, he 35, I think? You know what I'm saying? And he don't have no running mate no more. But yeah, he don't have no running mate no more, right? So that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that other guy to take the pressure off of him for real. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like everybody by committee. You feel me? And the roster construction, it really don't make no sense, right? Because they just got players. They don't have like a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they trying to play how they used to play, but they don't have the personnel to play like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the two-headed monster with Steph and Clay. You don't have that no more. Now you done gave, like, everybody just a green light on shooting threes when that wasn't the case. Even though they revolutionized the game and that's why everybody's shooting threes, when you really look at it, only Steph and Clay was really shooting all the threes. Now you just got everybody just chucking them. It's like, come on, dude. Y'all not like that to be shooting all them threes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that roster not right. They didn't went and got Buddy Hield like he was supposed to replace Clay. Like, come on now, buddy. You alright, but you like the swing dudes. You not the next dude, right? Like it can't be Steph and then you. It gotta be like Steph, somebody else, then you. You know what I'm saying? Like you could knock down open ones. Like you went off before teams start figuring out, oh, we gotta really guard him, huh? All right, bet. Then once they start really guarding you, then kind of fizzled out. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, Golden State, they in a horrible place right now. They're in a horrible place. Like, it's like Steve Kerr had no. The roster moves that they make. It's like they don't have no direction on what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you got too many players on different timelines of their career, right? Like you got old Steph, old Draymond, with a bunch of young dudes. You got Wiggins, who just like in the middle of everything. Like he ain't really that old, but he ain't young either. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Kuminga. He trying to establish himself in the league. So he like young, and he like the only piece that y'all really got to move. So yeah, man, Golden State, they just in a bad spot right now. Like I think they should have went on ahead and made that trade for marketing in Utah. He could have been Steph's running mate. And then these pieces they would have put around that would have made more sense. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's the trades you don't make. But it's like, is Steve Kerr really a good coach? Or was he just blessed with roster? Right? Because Mark Jackson was the one that really put that together. Then you get his team. Boom. So you ride that out. Then you get Durant. You ride that out. Like, when did you really have to coach? Like, you know what I'm saying? When did you really have to, like, do some crazy coaching? You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you really got to coach. Like, it's like, what can you do when your team don't have a crazy roster, right? What adjustments are you going to make? What playing style are you going to come up with that's conducive for the talent that you have on the team? And I've yet to see him do that. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same thing. Steph just run around, and everybody else just chuck up threes. Like, it's nothing different. You know what I'm saying? And then it seemed like Golden State just allergic to anything tall, right? Like, why? I like Schroeder, but for what? He 6 foot. So you gonna put a 6 foot dude and a 6'3" dude in your backcourt? That's the same as Chris Paul and Steph again. Like, you got undersized guards in the league where they got 6'8" point guards, 6'9" point guards. Like, what are you doing? You gotta be able to guard both sides of the basketball, right? Like, the reason why Golden State was good in their heyday was because the only defensive liability they had was Steph. Everybody else played D. They had long athletic wings outside of him. Now you going with all these undersized guards that's not even athletic for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Like, what are y'all doing? But a lot of that could be like they lost their GM, right? So you can't never undervalue each piece that a championship team have. You know what I'm saying? Because their roster construction back in the day was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Their roster construction was perfect. Now it's just like they throwing stuff at the wall and seeing if it stick. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we gonna see with this Golden State, man. It ain't looking good. It's not looking good whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Steph out here putting up a deuce. I think that's like the worst performance he done had since maybe like his rookie year or whatever. So yeah, I ain't got too much hopes for Golden State like this year. They probably sneak in the playoffs or the play-in and lose in the first round. That's the most I can see out of them. You know what I'm saying? The West ain't got too deep. It's too competitive. You know what I'm saying? These young teams is getting built correctly, and they doing it like the right way, right? Like OKC. They built through the draft. They putting pieces around their core, and they being patient and they letting them develop. They basically doing the same thing Golden State did the first time. You know what I'm saying? That's what teams is doing. So the real copy Golden State is not to shoot threes. It's to get your core and let them develop and be patient with them. That's the real copy Golden State. You know what I'm saying? It ain't to just chuck up threes. That's the real copy of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what teams is doing, and that's why y'all so far down the totem pole, because y'all done had too many mishaps, right? Losing Durant, mishap. Disrespecting Clay, mishap. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all done had too many mishaps, and now it's just too much pressure on Steph in a league that's built off teams being deep. Teams be playing 8, 9 guys that contribute. You know what I'm saying? So having a one-headed monster is not gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lucky to compete. Cause how they got popped by Memphis, if Steph would have had 30, they still would have lost. So, yeah, man, that's all I gotta say on this one, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.